Star Wars, the 10 most dangerous crime lords in the galaxy. Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Tenscape. Number 10. Jabba the Hutt. Is there a more feared name in Star Wars than Jabba's? No matter whether the Republic or the Empire had hold of the galaxy, this leading member of the Hutt clan ensured that his power was not impeded upon, especially within the Outer Rim. Although there is a cascade of Hutts each turning their hand to the criminal underworld, none have been as successful as Jabba, who utilizes fear as an irreplaceable tool. His shadow looms large, and it's difficult for anyone to fill the vacuum left after Jabba's demise upon his own barge. Number 9. Qi'ra. Qi'ra's entire life has been building up to her promotion within Crimson Dawn. Although she started out amongst the White Worms, she proved to be resourceful and scrappy, finding her way into the upper echelon of the murky underworld. She is a tactical genius and usually stays one step ahead of her opponents. Her time as leader of Crimson Dawn looks to be a huge opportunity for the young warrior, but the hazard can be found in her unpredictability and the enemy's penchant for underestimating her. Hopefully, Qi'ra will return to the Star Wars universe soon. Number 8. Dryden Boss. Crimson Dawn had a previous head honcho who perhaps radiated more terror than Qi'ra could muster. The erratic nature of Dryden Boss could not be taken lightly, for he was a malicious man who was continuously spoiled. If Dryden didn't get what he wanted, then someone was about to feel the crushing consequences. Dryden Boss managed to expand his criminal empire further than most would have predicted. He showered himself in wealth and took pride in showcasing his power through physical possessions. Although his hubris was his downfall, his name is etched in the galaxy's history. Number 7. Darth Maul. Darth Maul's path to becoming a crime lord is twisted and cursed with the regrets of his past. The one Sith apprentice turned down his life alongside Palpatine, eventually laying waste to Mandalore and forming his own shadow collective of other crime lords. For a long period, Maul was the most influential member of the underworld, with a guiding hand in almost every organization. The character might return thanks to his larger grip on Crimson Dawn, but the legacy he left behind is nothing short of immense, with chaos etched across his timeline. Number 6. Cicatro Vizago. Vizago helped to fuel the successes of the Broken Horn Syndicate throughout the rise of the Galactic Empire. The unstable geopolitical climate of the period resulted in a lot of criminal groups benefiting from the conflict, especially Vizago's gang on the planet Lothal. The Devaronian wasn't a cruel man, far from it. He'd ever been known to ally alongside known rebels such as Ezra Bridger and Lando Calrissian. His profits were what mattered most though, and it wasn't always easy to trust someone whose main aim was to collect more credits. Number 5. Lampard. The Pikes are a species known for their criminal ties. The Pike Syndicate in particular is heavily linked to their home planet, Obadiah, which in turn has ties despite trading throughout the known and some unknown regions. They are amongst the most formidable groups in the universe, largely thanks to their sheer size. Lampard is one of the most significant leaders of the organization and atop the Pike hierarchy. He's cold and calculated. He permeates dread and callousness in every business call. He was so effective because of his ruthlessness and ability to turn a profit in even dire situations. Number 4. Zitten Maj. Zitten Maj might be familiar thanks to Maul's Shadow Collective, which brought together the most lethal crime lords in existence. His hold over the Black Sun organization was second to none, allowing the group to grow with each passing cycle as they turned their hands to new areas of promise. Maul used his physical presence to intimidate anyone he was conversing with. It's a strong tactic to use, but it was usually backed up with an inner rage that could not be quelled. Some might call Zitten reckless, but his actions garnered results. It was this attitude that resulted in his reputation. Number 3. Sork Tormu. The Hakshan Brood operates throughout the galaxy and has several unconventional business dealings. From bounty hunting squads to fight pits, the Brood is led by Sork Tormu, who has a clear eye for conjuring credits out of every available opportunity. Like the most powerful crime lords, Tormu appears to do his business from afar, protecting his life and indeed his assets at all costs. Gambling is another huge source of wealth for the Baron, but his dealings have forced a more charismatic personality upon the criminal. His arrival leads to one of the toughest boss battles in Jedi Fallen Order. Number 2. Rin Riven D. Rin Riven D once rivaled Jabba the Hutt for power, although his name is largely hidden from the records because of the influence he had in underground circles. Despite the secretive nature of his operations, D's cartel would apprehend hundreds of ships carrying important goods. These thefts were just one of many sources of income for D, but his actions caused a diplomatic crisis, which resulted in the New Republic intervening and Rin Riven getting killed in the consequential attack. His demise didn't end the legacy of a criminal whose actions left a blood-soaked mark upon many star systems. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did and don't forget to subscribe to our channel